So, hello, fellow people. I just get so frustrated with this subject. It's so ridiculous, and it's so much proof that we just don't know history. We don't even know an ounce of our heritage and where we come from. And I'm not talking about the black shit versus the white shit. I'm just talking about having pride in this country and knowing an ounce about its history. All right. I got to keep this under 15 minutes because for some reason, you only get 15 minutes when they take down your channel and you got to start all over again. They're so evil. For some reason, they think I'm a teenager, too. They're asking me for my ID. That will never fucking happen, YouTube. Boy, by the way, I'm a little pissed off today. So I just want to take you through because I don't think people, I know they don't. What am I saying? I don't think. They don't, and it's infuriating. This is a chart of how many foreign-born Americans there are between 1850 and 2025. This is fucking ridiculous. And the peak is so painfully obvious. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is crazy. I'm just looking at this chart all over again like I'm seeing it for the first time. It's just shocking when I read what it's saying. It's incredible. Here, this is what it's saying. The U.S. foreign-born population rose by 8.3 million between 2021 and 2025. Okay, let's be very clear. This was under Biden and Harris's crooked administration, per the U.S. Census Bureau data. The largest 4-year gain on record. The total reached 53.3 million, or 15.8% of the population, surpassing the prior peak of 14.8 set in 1890. So let me take you back to fucking 1890. Y'all don't remember shit. And it pisses me off because this is not a fight about good versus evil, helping people that just want a better life. This is about the media told you to hate one man and like children on the playground because you hate one man. He said build the wall. You said let's don't. And it's been a let's don't society ever since. And in a matter of 5 years, y'all have no idea what you did. And it makes me so angry. This started back in 1892, the Great Trek. It went on for 62 fucking years, you guys. And over that 62-year period, 11 million trickled in over a 62-year period. We did double that in 4 years. If you don't think that there is isn't a master plan behind this, you're an idiot. It makes no sense because guess what? We were managing, barely, but we were managing these low numbers. We had a peak here at 14 in 1930, but I would say let's just start here in 1950s. Because ever since I've been alive, the conversation about illegals or people in this country that shouldn't be here has been a debate. Every American was on the same page, including Hillary, including Bill Clinton, including Obama, including Pelosi, including Biden even. They are on record saying you gotta come here, you can't jump ahead of the class, you can't skip ahead of Americans, you gotta learn English. The same thing we're saying now. It is absolutely asinine that so many Americans don't know. They don't remember 2009. You don't even remember 2001, September 11th. You dumb fucks, you. But this is what we were doing, managing it along the way. I think it really got out of control around this period in the late 80s, maybe the 90s. I think it was a really hot topic for sure. But we've always been talking about immigration and tightening our shit. And then bam, because the media told you to hate Trump. He said build the wall. And because so many of you have visceral for a man you don't even know, You're losing sleep. You're killing your relatives. You're killing your mothers and your fathers. You don't think there's something wrong with you motherfuckers? Let me remind you of what else they didn't do during this 62-year period. Okay? Health inspections. They made sure we checked them out from the rooter to the tutor. Some got dismissed. A barrage of questions. You know what that says? We vetted them. Some of them actually got turned away. They had detentions and hearings. And what did it say? Only about 2% of the immigrants were deported, usually because they were considered a likely public charge, meaning a nuisance. They wouldn't get along, or on a medical or economic grounds. That's what that said. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. Only about 2% of the immigrants were deported, usually because they were considered a likely public charge, meaning we didn't pay no damn welfare for them. We didn't give them no food stamps on medical or economic grounds. We didn't give them anything. You got a clean bill of health, and guess what? I love this part. Not one American remembers this. Not even your fucking politicians. Not even Trump is throwing this up in your dumbass faces. But they paid 50 cents a head to come here, and we didn't give them nothing. Okay? About 3,500 of them died in that 62-year period. So you know what that means? The people that came here actually wanted to be here, would assimilate, and they found their way. They picked themselves, like America's mantra, you pick yourself up by your bootstraps. You find a way. And we did. Black, white, other, mostly European, the Italians, the Polish, the Germans, all of them. They came and found a way. And the people who came and found a way eventually, because they know America was the place to be. There's no place like it. I could say that. I could say that without having lived out of this country. But we did. We lived outside of the U.S. And I could say that I appreciated the U.S. Again, the U.S. is not the problem. It's the fucking politicians. It's the fucking politicians and the media. They won't punish one criminal in none of these fucking, all of a sudden, you ask somebody you grew up with, and there's cities that are considered all of a sudden, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So you mean to tell me Prince knew that Minneapolis, Minnesota was a sanctuary fucking city? They just made the shit up, and y'all are just going along with it as though there is a law. It is to protect foreign and domestic, and they're not doing that anymore. They are violating the Constitution. But this is where the strong arm comes down. We gonna enforce this law.
He's not attending to his family matters. He has 2 daughters and 1 son. This matter is regarding 1 daughter who lives in Michigan. He has previously been ordered to pay child support. As of August 20th of last year, he owed $75,473.26. He owes substantially more at this time. However, Michigan could not give me a figure due to privacy reasons.
The court is in receipt of a signed waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan, signed by the defendant, and the court finds a valid waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan, signs the waiver of extradition. As such, this defendant is remanded to the custody of the sheriff without bail, and the court sets a 30-day date review hearing in this date, and that
I don't think women should ever reside over fucking child support cases. They got too much of a personal vendetta. I'm sorry, that is just how I feel. And guess what, YouTube? This almost 7 decades on this fucking earth can say that. Trying to tell me you can't figure out how old I am. How old do I sound like I am? Fucking assholes.
date is
November 14th, 2025 at 8:30, Department 101.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, they won't prosecute motherfuckers who have violent crimes, but they will lock a man up for child support. They will extradite his ass from one state to another for child support. They will extend the fullest leg of the law to make sure that shit is done. But let these motherfuckers have 14, 15, 20, 30-year criminal history up and down with lockups, in and out of the orange suit. Nothing. Nothing. Advocating for Now remember, I'm going to attach the where is the money going during the government shutdown. Do look at that. That chart's going to piss you off. I think I'm yelling the whole time. 50, what is it? 54 or 58 point something percent of Afghans are actually getting the food stamps and the EBT stuff. Yeah. Right below that is Somalians. Americans trickle all the way down. I don't think we get down to, I think we're somewhere, so it hits at black folks. I think they're 26% or 24% of the recipients. But the bulk of the recipients are fucking illegals. It's outrageous. Be sure to watch that clip that's coming up right here at the end. See you next time.